Welcome back to another video. We're currently sat outside Suzuki and I've just been on a test drive of that vehicle over there. It's a Suzuki e-Vectra. Now that is a lovely vehicle. There are some things that I'm like, okay, but we've got another one to test. That'll be at 1 o'clock. But first of all,
shopping!
Yay.
Tin shop.
If you remember in a previous vlog, I was talking about the curry sauce. That's where I got it from. I got it from our tin shop. This is where we come in, and a lot of these products are kind of coming up to their best before date, or sometimes can be a bit after, but they're still good products. They still work and they still are lovely, but of course it's cheaper, which is something brilliantly. I've come into the back room so I can talk to you, but welcome to the tin shop. This is something here. You never know, something like this might be in your local area. Go and have an explore. You never know, you might find a little shop that is what I like to call a gem, because you're rarely ever going to see something like this in the future. So being able to come out here and for me to go, what do I need to have, is brilliant. Also means I can choose. Unfortunately, it's puppy food, but they do sell gin. £8, and it's 0% alcohol. That's more my favourite because it's alcohol free. I will take a Dr Pepper though, probably 2 or 3. What I wish they did is the same stuff that I know Roman Atwood sells, pea stuff. But yeah, this is the whole tin shop. There's a bit more through that door, through there. So yeah. So popped over to Mazda to drive one of these. It wasn't this one, it was actually the other side of the building. But unfortunately, the seating position inside just, it wasn't great. It didn't feel great. But anyway, this is here, ready to go. But it's time for us to head over to the next place. Bit of a weird situation this is. It's a Saturday and I'm currently in the office at 3:28. I've been waiting all day for this to come through after going out looking at cars. I went to a couple of extra garages, including Peugeot, Mini and everything else. Nothing has actually taken my fancy. I've already decided my car for the next 3 years, which is brilliant. What I'm now waiting for is this. Basically done. I'm just waiting for it to be ready to take off the bed. It'll present it to me when it's ready, so I've got to wait a little bit longer for that. White filament's currently drying. There we go. The print's now finishing. That's it. It's going to lift this up and the bed's going to present itself. Pulling back the filament, which is the red. So we've actually gone for this red Elegoo filament, which is absolutely really lovely. I love the look of it. The colour of that is so bright and vivid, which is exactly what I wanted. What I want to see now is, what does it look like? There's the tones. That means it's now ready to take off the print bed. That is actually quite good. It's got a little bit of deformation at one end, but actually that's not too bad. It's nice. That was only 5% infill. God, what would that be like if it was more? Right, I do have 2 little bits that I need to grab a pair of pliers for, just to remove, because they are pull tabs that you're meant to remove them from. And it's see-through. Lovely. What about you? Are you able to come out? Nope, you are not coming out. My word. I'm going to leave that to get to room temperature and then I'm going to try again. But so far, so good. And I'll tell you what, that looks awesome. Well, once again, I'm out with the dog leads. It's time that we take the dogs out for a walk. This time, we're not gone too far, but far enough, if that makes sense. And we're just enjoying ourselves. I believe the wind is horrible at the moment because I'm facing towards the wind, so whether that works is another matter. There was also a telegraph pole behind me, which I've also been blending out or using Blender to create a brand new prototype to see if this one now works. We don't know. It takes time, this whole prototyping, developing a product. But you never know, it may work. It may be a thing that could be a thing. I don't know. I haven't come up with a name for it yet, but we'll soon come up for it. We'll see what happens. But what we're going to do is just continue our walk, enjoy ourselves, and be puffed out. Boy, am I puffed out. Anyway, let's go for this dog walk, and then I believe this evening we've even got stream going on. This vlog's gonna be huge. Okay, probably the next segment will be literally me starting stream followed by me ending stream and going off to bed, but yeah, we'll soon see what that's gonna come out like, don't we? Right, let's continue on and see where we get up to. Oh, Bessie. When I said the next segment was going to be me starting stream, I kind of changed my mind. Well, I might still stream, but I got into a little bit of a state. I had about 50,000 things I was doing, so my start time is completely gone, and now I've decided to cook dinner. Barbecue smash burgers again. Because why else wouldn't you? Just something else I'm going to do. Well, I seem to be back at the office, and it's currently about 9 o'clock. And I'm walking in. This would be the third time today I've walked into the office. It's alright. That's the best part about having keys to a building that you can walk into anytime. I don't have keys to the whole building, but I have keys to some of it. Also means I can go and check on my 3D print, which I believe is done. Actually, I know it's done. I just want to know how it's gone, which is why I'm walking into the office. V4 of the prototype is here. Looks better on this side, but the problem is I now have this issue. I can't get rid of the supports. So I now need to discuss how I'm going to do that to make this better. Well, I did some more adjustments to my model, but unfortunately it failed at the 3D printer. It is about midnight though, so I'm not going to head off to the office. In fact, I'm going to head off to bed. So, thank you very much for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. Till then, bye bye.